Right, what's up, fuckers? Hit my song, you dickhead.
All right, let's hit the song.
Yeah. You're my favorite free musician.
How many songs have we recorded?
I never listened to it.
Don't even know the words.
All right.
All right, that's it.
That's the end of the song. Hey everyone, this is the
hey.
brighter side. How you doing? I'm gonna peek my head in a
How's
little
it
better.
going, everybody? Oh, what's happening, McMahonwich? How you doing?
What's up,
Says
McMahonwich?
O'Haro.
All right, so this is a crossover brighter side with Holden's Twitch stream, the Holdenators Ho Twitch stream. We're rocking and rolling. We got problems. You got problems. We want to hear about your fucking problems, and if you don't got problems, make up problems, and we'll try and solve those problems that haven't happened yet.
Brighter side of PS4 shout-outs.
I'm-
Yeah, Ed, what are the brighter side of PS4?
I mean, Holden has friends now. You know, people pretend to like him. You know, it's like, you know, there's all that shit. You know, you get people, a reason for people to, you know, like you. That's the brighter side of the
I guess I'll
PS2.
take that. That's
What's your brighter side of the PS4 shout-outs?
they keep
What
coming.
do you get out of it?
They never end.
They never end.
And it is true. You hit the nail on the head, Ed. It was all just a ploy for me to have friends to play video games with. That's why I started doing it, because I got a PlayStation 4, and I was like, I don't have any friends that play video games.
Yeah.
So I created the PlayStation Network shoutouts, and now, I mean, if anything, the downside of it is I got too many friends.
You got a lot of,
I got
and now
1,000-something people on PlayStation 4. And the real sad part is I got this gaming PC, so I don't even fuck with my PS4 that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause I'm
so you
always
just
this
go
shit.
on it for shout-outs.
I just go on it for shout-outs. And luckily I have it. I don't even have to go on it because I got this mobile app that gives me my shout-outs via my phone. So I usually put them in
So your PS4
On the shitter.
exists solely for shout-outs.
moving units, selling units. I had somebody hit me up on Facebook and say, hey, how do I not spend $450 but get a shout out? And I just didn't write back. 'Cause
you
the
can't.
poor bastard can't.
You can't get one.
He can't. Oh, what's happening, guys? Welcome to the brighter side,
It's
everybody.
like LeBron's shoes.
How's it going? Fritz Bone Lord, that's Andrew.
Hey, Fritz Bonelord, how you doing? I'm coming back to town tomorrow. Let's hang out.
Right, you guys are gonna get crazy. So this is the way this is gonna work today. You're gonna give us your problems, and we're gonna give you the brighter side of them. We got 30 fuckers watching.
All right, 30 fucks enough fucks.
30 fucks, plenty fucks. Oh, and by the way, I am like 24 people away from 2,000 followers because of you fucks. So $400 chat room. All right. Tommy says, I'm at the office, but I'm working in the conference room today, so no one can see my naughty watching of the stream. Okay, great. Give us a problem. I want a problem, everybody.
No, you cannot. Would it work better if we just mailed Holden $450? No. You can't buy a shout out for
I mean, Ed, why don't we-
$450.
Let's back this up.
No,
Ed.
you have to
Let's
send it. You have to
walk
send
that
600
comment back.
to the round table. We all get 100 for having to listen to it for 4 fucking years, and then then you get to your shout out, carrying the fire.
I will carry the fire. We will speak later about this issue. I will have to get to
Everyone
people.
deserves money.
What are your problems?
What are your problems, Holden? That's probably a better question. I
My
mean, you're getting
problems.
married.
I'm getting married, man. And a
you're-
wedding dress costs at least $3,000.
$3,000 for the nice one. You could put her in an ugly one for cheaper.
Yeah, for a much uglier one. But she
Yeah.
said that if she gets married to me in an ugly wedding dress, she's gonna fucking burn down the church we get married in. And coming from Lexi, that's
You're gonna
a
get
lot.
married in a church?
Somewhere. I don't know, Ed.
You're gonna do the
Again,
church?
Decision making. I can't do it. I don't care. I know nothing of these things.
You're gonna be on an altar in front of a priest?
No, I don't know. Whatever, dude. I'm gonna be whatever the fuck Lexi wants me to be. I'm gonna be in a fucking penguin costume, like from Batman Returns, Danny DeVito style penguin, and she'll be dressed as fucking the Joker, but from the fucking Nolan films.
Yeah.
If she wants, and
Okay.
we'll get married that way out of the back of a moving van with someone shooting a fucking rocket launcher at us. I don't know, dude.
It's not going to happen like that. You're going to be in a pretty church. If you don't pay attention, God's going to get involved. That's all I'm saying.
Lexi loves God. She has Jesus next to the bed and stuff. You know this.
I think God would ruin my marriage.
You know this. Okay, I had to break up with my core fringe group because I'm a paranoid fuck.
Oh, man. Lord Gold. Jeez, Lord Gold. I mean, we need some more paranoid fuck. Were they stealing money from you? What are you talking about?
What do? Yeah, Lord Gold, give us some more information and we'll find the brighter side.
Yeah, maybe you just need to listen to some more Grateful Dead and make sure you eat good meals. I think would be a good, immediately. If you're so paranoid that you kicked all your friends out of your life, I don't know. That might be you. We gotta get you some solid meals, some good music.
Just eat well.
You gotta take care of you first, for sure,
yeah.
And then you can go back and start being friends with people.
You know, I think the brighter side of this is you get to start over. Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, they could be dickheads. We know nothing about that.
We know nothing about these people. They could be complete dickheads. But at the end of the day, even if he fucked up and it's all his fault, no matter what, the brighter side of this situation is that you can start over, clean slate, fresh new start, and
you can start wearing different clothes.
Yeah, I was about to say you could be a new you. You can be a brand new you. Ed, at the show we went to, the GBs. Phenomenal show.
Oh, unbelievable show. The GBs are incredible. Please find them on YouTube right now and SoundCloud. They're so good.
But this was what I was going to make a comment on. Everybody at that concert was dressed like Mac DeMarco.
What's Mac DeMarco?
Oh, you don't know Mac DeMarco? Oh,
I have no idea.
Oh my God, everyone was dressed like him. He's a musician. A big like pitchfork darling.
Oh, okay.
And everyone was dressed like this with the hat.
Looks like Justin.
Yep. That's why Justin's dressed like that.
No way. I thought Justin always dressed like that.
Dude, not only Justin, but everybody at the
yeah, the tiny hat and the weird
with
hair,
the hair,
fucked up teeth, and the horrible fucking facial hair.
But this is what I'm saying. God bless them for doing that. God bless them for being dressed like that.
I miss homeless musicians. They're they're the people who have the most time to practice.
Yes, exactly. Are we playing Open Up Our Problems and Holden and Ed fix them for us? Because I got one. Tommy, send it over.
Tommy said, what?
Dex has a million problems, and we're going to help him out. Yes, send us your problems, and we will find the brighter side of it.
Send us your fucking mother's problems. I don't give a shit.
McMahonwich says, my ex is telling me she doesn't want me to move out, but I'm just now picking up the pieces. Should I get back with her or get myself back to homeostasis?
Your ex? You're living with your ex? You got to get out of there, man. That's a disaster. I did that for a month one time, and it was fucking sad, shitty. We banged a lot.
That was the thing. That was the part I didn't understand about that. Yeah. That you banged a lot.
Yeah. But it was, at the same time, you got to get out of there. It's unhealthy. And then do yourself a favor. Don't move a block away.
Yeah. That is rough. Well, she moved a block away.
Yeah. Yeah, so
there's nothing you can really do about that.
If you're you can keep your distance after a breakup for sure, and then you can eventually be friends again. We're great now. We talk a couple times a year. She's a wonderful person.
Yeah, she's great.
So you got to get the hell out of that situation now. Don't sleep in the same bed.
The brighter side of missing Kellen's beautiful face. Kellen is my Jesus.
I do miss Kellen's beautiful face.
Well, he comes over on Fridays and plays games with us
for 4 hours.
For 4 hours.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm gonna play for about 4 or 5 hours today, Ed.
What's wrong with my beautiful face?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Don't smile like that. All right. Charlie C. Hopshop has a problem for us. Lauren and I are sick of Gainesville. We
heard that.
We want to move somewhere where we can find good entertainment industry jobs, but I'm terrified to live somewhere that gets cold. I become a psychotic lunatic in winter, and we don't want to move to LA.
Well, you can go to Austin, which is a badass place with lots of good music. Cool. You can go to New Orleans.
I was about to say,
which is if it's a music thing you're into, they got some comedy there, but great music. Or if you don't want to go far and you want to stay close to your family, just hop on over to Orlando. I mean, it's a lot of cocaine in Orlando. But, you gotta...
Oxy. Way too much Oxy in Florida in general.
Well, the thing is, especially Orlando, why there is so much is because I-75 and the Turnpike connect right outside of Orlando.
Yes.
And so basically all the drugs that's brought into the shores of Florida is brought through Orlando at some point. And so Orlando has a lot of drugs in it at all times because basically all the drugs that feed the United States come through Orlando.
Right.
So that don't come from Mexico.
Where's the brighter side of this, Ed?
The brighter side is now you know where the drugs are, and I gave you 3 places to live. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm just
Orlando? New Orleans is the greatest city of all time.
I think you made a good.
I was born in Orlando.
I know, another reason.
You can work at Disney World. I don't know what this person wants to do.
That? Charlie C. Hopshop has a really good band whose name I'm trying to fucking rack my brain to remember. I watched it. He Twitch streamed his band.
You call himself the Goofy Plutos. Steal some costumes.
What is it? Something Kennedy.
The Alive Kennedys.
The Alive Kennedys, I believe. Charlie C. Hopshop's band. Oh my God, Charlie's gonna post that really soon. I'll remind everybody of what the band is. Okay.
What's this one from Semistone?
Semistone. I fucked my ex-husband after our split up for like 3 months because we knew we had great sex. I had no place to go and was finishing school, but man, that anger sex was amazing and cathartic.
Yes, good for you.
So Dex has a problem. I knew we were gonna get to Dex's because I've known about Dex's problems for a while now. My wife is leaving me. She can't move out of my dad's house. Rent out here is almost as insane as New York. So Dex has a kid.
Yeah.
Wife is living with him. Wife is a drag with a capital D, brother.
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I've heard her in the background. We've been like gaming together.
Yeah.
There's rough stuff going on there.
Okay.
Okay. Living with the dad. Dex is working like 3 jobs and putting himself through school right now on top of everything. He's literally crushing Red Bulls every 2 seconds.
That's unhealthy.
Just to stay alive. Yeah, he had like...
That's going to put you in a bad place right there.
He had like 2 teeth removed recently.
Yeah, you can't do... You got to quit that Red Bull, man.
I keep telling him to
We
quit
don't
the
even
Red
know
Bull.
what that shit does to you yet. The
I keep
fucking
telling
test
him.
results aren't in. We don't know what 20 years
does.
of Red Bull does to you. This is just going to turn out to be meth.
But let's stop admonishing Dex and find the brighter side here. What can we get for this man? I want to solve this. I want to just reach out to where he lives and just solve his problem for him.
So basically, he loves the kid, and that's what's keeping him there.
I feel like the wife, and Dex, tell me if I'm completely wrong here. I feel like the wife is using the kid as leverage to continue to freeload at the father's house.
We'll find out that in a second.
Oh, Dex has one job.
He has one job.
But he's putting himself through school. But I guess he just finished putting himself through
He's
school.
a hard worker.
Rosemary Kennedy. Thank you, everybody. Rosemary Kennedy is the name of Charlie C. Hopshop's band. Very good band. Mm-hmm. So what do we say for Dex here?
I mean, you got to find a way to get her out of that house. I mean, if she's leaving you, and she's living at your dad's house, that's part of what leaving is. Leaving. Yeah. And if she ain't got nowhere to go, then the kid's going to stay behind.
Right.
And that's just the truth of it,
Dex says she pays rent. So there is that.
She pays rent? I mean, well, then she has, you guys got to evict her then. I don't know. I think that's possible. And I know that...
just never cleans up after herself.
That's very aggravating.
I can't, Dex. You got to get this woman... the brighter side is how great her life is going to be when this woman is out of this house.
Yeah, I wish I was talking to Dex. How did you guys? Were you ever in love? Did you guys no, I'm serious.
I know, I'm sorry.
Is there something that you guys had that left, or was she always kind of shitty and you settled? And Semistone wants to know how old the child is.
Child is very young and very cute. And sometimes he even does, he even did one cute little Twitch stream with the kid where they played a little kids game. And it was the
adorable.
cutest thing ever. Lexi loves this kid. Awesome kid. All right, we'll return to Dex. Let's go to Andrew for a second, and then we'll get back to Dex's problem. Actually, no, I got Mamad up here. All right,
Mamad 627.
All right, I got one. My ex started talking to me after 4 years of silence, which is great, until I found out he's only talking to me because his new girlfriend was cheating on him. Well, I think the brighter side of that is that you don't have to fucking, you know that this guy is trash and you can just fucking walk away. Or her, or lady. No, it's probably a guy.
I mean, this person could end up being your friend. I don't know how they are. I mean, that made them think of you. I think it's a nice thing that they wanted to reach out to you because they knew that, how well you console them. Maybe it's something you don't want to hear about. But, if you want them in your life, that's nice.
I think I'm
just saying you should actually appreciate that.
I think that, this guy, you finally get the best revenge, which is living well. This guy coming back over to you, living bad. All right. And this is it. And now he gets to see the error of his ways and you get closure and you get to move on. I think it's the perfect sealing of the deal. Mm-hmm. Fritz Bone Lord, my dad's got Alzheimer's disease, and I live across the country from him. And part of me is glad I don't have to be close to it, but part of me also feels guilty as fuck that my mom has to deal with it alone. I have some weird... not too long ago, my brother was kind of taking care of my family while I was up here being a fucking artiste, and
which is what Fritz is doing.
And I understand that guilt, and I understand that feeling, and at the same time, you know, I don't know, Ed. Actually, let me throw it in your.
I mean, your dad, you know, it sucks. Your mom is taking on this all by herself, but at least there's somebody there. You know, and what are you going to do? I mean, Alzheimer's, it's hard to talk about, but he could be alive for a couple years now. And, you know, you would have to put a major pause on your life and not be able to get what you're doing, your career. I mean, you're still building your career. You're nowhere near, no expense, you know, you're not really successful yet. And so, you have some cool shit working for you, and you got to work on that. And then you go home as much as you can, and you do what you can when you're there, and you call your mom a lot.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, there was like a situation with me where my mom just passed away. She was 2 hours away, and I'm an only child, and she was alone. And I relied on my aunt and her roommate. And, you know, it was a tough choice, but I wasn't going to move back home.
Yeah.
As much as I love her, you know, like I wasn't going to, you know.
And you were and to be fair, you were busting your ass taking care of her, even, you know, from a distance.
Yeah,
you know?
it was hard, but, you know, and so, yeah, I hold some definitely regret in my life for that. Like, I could have, like, if I moved home, would she still be alive? Maybe. I don't know. And so it's just, it sucks, man. It's a really tough one, but you gotta just rock. You just gotta make sure you call a lot and go home a lot, but you have to take care of you, because if everyone's broke forever, that ain't helping nobody.
Yeah, it's the thing. Make the man proud. Make him proud.
What Dex say?
Dex says, where was it?
Well, to Fritz, he said, Alzheimer's is extremely tough. I lost my grandfather to it 5 years ago. There's a speculation it's genetic, but skips a generation. Freaks me out. Now, yes, it is the scariest disease. I've met dudes with Alzheimer's. My mom used to take care of people with Alzheimer's. She was a activities nurse at a nursing home, but like for people with Alzheimer's.
There you go.
And I would show up, and they were kind of funny sometimes, man. They're like, all the women would like grab my ass and stuff, and I remember there was this one dude who was just like, "Hey, come here, sit in my chair, sit in my chair." And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna take your chair. You enjoy it, you enjoy it." And he's just like, sit in my chair, sit in my chair. And then I was like, no, man, you sit in your chair. It's cool. And then as soon as he gets up out of his chair, an alarm goes off, because that means like that one of them is lost and loose. And so he was trying to get me to sit in his chair so I would cover the alarm.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. A quick check back in with Dex's relationship quandaries. I thought we were. I loved her. She recently told me she had a crush on a coworker. Got to get her out.
Get her out of that house.
Get her out of that house.
Get her out of the house. You tell her she's evicted. She might need a month, but you don't care where she goes.
Problem is the kid is the problem, I think. I think the kid is what is keeping her in the house.
Yeah.
You don't know me, Ed, but I'm paying for your friend Holden's life right now. Truth Booth is my 19-year-old sugar daddy.
Oh, Truth Booth.
I guess I should also mention, too, Ed took a very expensive flight to come out here and do a Murder Fish show. If you'd like to donate, the money will all go towards his plane ticket, you motherfuckers. So if you'd like to donate...
I feel weird.
Click on the donate button in the info section. Ed hates asking for money, but I love to do it. So click on the donate section in the info section, and all that money will go towards Ed if someone does donate. Okay. Simi Stone says, I work for a Medicare department. I urge everyone to call their elders. Trust me. You'd be just surprised how many conversations I get about elderly people with no one to talk to, just saying, I need to write my grandmother a card this week. Thank you for reminding me.
A phone call, they got to hear the voice, man.
Very true.
I called my Uncle Albie recently, and he talked to me forever, you know, but it's like no one else talks to Uncle Albie, you know, so you gotta make those calls. I mean, imagine, just look at them and realize that one day that's gonna be you. And so you're gonna want someone to call you. So pay it forward, man. I mean, you just go hang out. I used to go to my mom's nursing home whenever I saw her and just like talk to them, and we bring the dog and shit. They fucking flip out. They love it,
Yeah.
you know. And it's you don't have to. And the most important thing is when you talk to them, don't talk to them like they're 2 years old. Talk to them like they're an adult. They really appreciate
Talk to 2-year-olds like they're an adult. That's the trick I learned.
Yeah.
Actually, talk to everyone like they're on your level, and you'll get along a lot better with everybody.
Man.
Even little kids. They can tell when you're talking down to them.
So I was out in L.A. Real quick story. Then we'll get to some more of these. We got some. They're coming in.
They're coming in fast. I can scroll back up here, too.
All right,
so
great.
We can yeah.
Okay, but I got a quick story about just that. I was watching this 5-year-old while his parents were inside the house over at Jeff's place, and I was looking at the kid, and he was running around in the pool, and I was I'm making sure he doesn't die and whatnot. And I was trying to talk to him, talk to him like adult. I'm like, so what do you do for a living? He's like, I'm an actor on a television show. I get paid lots of money. I was like, oh, I bet you do, you little fuck. Yeah, and he's on an ABC show or something.
Clint O'Hare says, I have that right now, Ed. My dad died a year ago, and my mom is living 2.5 hours away by herself. They chose to move down there, and I have 3 kids, so I can't be down there constantly. But I feel guilty to not be down there more.
Nothing you can do. You got 3 kids.
I'm dealing with this too because I'm should I get back down? I'm thinking about moving. Should I get back down south? Should I be closer to my family? I see my family once a year. I mean, I talk to my mom for 5 minutes on the phone once a week, and she seems to be ecstatic about that situation.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Part of me thinks they don't want me anywhere near them, and I think that's a beautiful thing too. Because I just think that I've just annoyed. Okay, Master Barber has a great one. And I've been talking to Master Rover about this a little bit, or he's talked about this on the stream at least. Well, I was rocking getting kicked in the nuts by life for a while. Partner came out as a lesbian, left me.
Happened to me once when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
I was her boss, made work impossible, had to quit, took the dogs I paid for, then in her care, one of them died. And has been trying. That's
tough.
That's the worst.
Oh, you know how bad she feels too.
And has been trying to take the house and screw me over by not selling or paying my share. But screw all that. I won the house battle, finally getting everything back in swing and loving shit again. Ho, you fuckers.
Oh, so you solved it yourself, Master Brover.
Sounds like that's getting that house is the big one, man.
Yeah, man. Now you just got to work on you. I want you to go see. There's a tour going around. I want you to go see Deep Purple and Alice Cooper coming around. Go see that if you got some extra bucks, and go live your life and remember what made you cool in the first place.
There you go. Remember what made you cool in the fucking first. And Brover's a fucking badass dude. He's Australia.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're not going to make it down there, buddy. You're just going to have to go see King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Just put out a new...
Australian?
Yes, they're Australian.
Oh, wow,
So is Tame Impala. They got some great shit down there.
They got good shit.
But King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, they're putting out albums like it's nuts. So
Yeah.
you got to go check them out. They put out a triple disc last
We
week.
can go see them at a constant rate. At the same time though, living in one part of Australia is and living it they're so huge. Australia's so huge. That was a really bad way to state that. Truth Booth, my 100-year-old grandmother who passed away last year used to call me and tell me about how N-words would break into her house and mess with her panties.
Oh, man.
No one else would entertain her, but I would listen to her racism.
It's
very sweet of you.
I guess that's nice.
What do you do? How do you?
That is a truth booth.
How do you deal? Yeah, that is a truth booth. How do you deal with that? I mean, how do you deal with a racist elderly? Because it's not
You're not gonna change it.
And at this point, it's almost comical if she's saying that they're taking her panties and messing with them. I mean, it's kind of fun. Obviously no one's doing that. What kind of person would go and mess with a fondle of old woman's panties?
I mean, you have to, without calling her crazy, you got to call her crazy.
Yeah, that what it is?
Yeah, she's 100, so Lord knows what happened back then. Things are different.
I saw this really funny video on YouTube of an old woman. It was her 100th birthday party, and they were doing a toast, and and they were like, "Cheers!" She was like, "Cheers, I lit the." Right? Because she just was senile, and she just thought she was back in World War II. She's an old German woman.
Oh, man.
So she just didn't know, and everybody's laughing their asses off. I think that's the trick, right? You gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh your ass off.
Give them a kiss on the cheek and be like, "I love you, Grandma."
Yeah, it's so funny.
I'm gonna need you to be better if some friends come around.
Yeah, exactly. They laugh their ass off. They're like, "No, Nana, no, you're not supposed to do that." Laffy Hubbard problem. I think
Okay.
I'm spending too much money on weed and alcohol. It's a
Amen.
tough one for Ed to answer, I think. I think it's worth it. What I'm saying is Ed has a problem. What I'm also saying is I have a problem.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it because I'm not having any health issues or anything related to it. I'm just a college student. Come on, man. With a low-paying job, and I don't know if I should start saving or stay on the same path.
I think that everything is good in moderation. If you're
Yeah.
getting so fucked up to the point where you're getting C's when you know you're an A student, then you're doing too much weed and you're drinking too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about the money. Like, what are you going to save? Fucking $50?
It's college. Have fun.
Like
Enjoy
you
your
don't
life.
get paid shit.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. That's not the issue here. I'm like, as long as you're making your rent and eat food. We used to not eat food in college a lot. I used to have this saying that when you're hungry, take a nap.
I'm trying to remember, when we first moved to New York, we were living in that shitty little apartment.
How did we live?
We
were getting drunk.
How did we eat? Like, there was nowhere to get food in
Yeah.
that neighborhood.
We
There was, like, a
survived on
McDonald's
sandwiches.
and slices of pizza, right?
Yeah, I would just get little $2.50 sandwiches all the time. It was $5 for a 40 and $2.50 sandwich.
Absolutely crazy.
That saved me. But yeah, man, I mean, if you think you're getting fucked up too much, then you're probably getting fucked up too much.
Gotcha.
But if you're having a good time, enjoy it. Just don't let it become a problem. Everything's great in moderation.
To Master Rover, awesome dude. I was in the same situation with my girl, but she was my boss, quit my job, and now I'm gonna make double what I was at my other jobs. That's the problem thing. That is the problem. That's the problem with getting into relationships with someone you work with. You lose the girl and the job, or the guy and the job.
Yeah, man. Done. Don't fuck your boss.
Dex says, I have another problem I think I'm ready to talk about, but I feel like people won't accept it. I'm worried about what your problem is, but
think about it, and we're gonna get to Uncle Al.
yeah, there you go. Uncle Al says, I just moved away from my family in rural Illinois to come to Phoenix, Arizona about 2 weeks ago.
Don't get arrested.
Don't get arrested in Phoenix, Arizona?
Yeah, in Phoenix.
It's bad?
Yeah, you go to the jail in the desert where you have to live outside in the tent and they make you wear pink underwear. It used to be run by Joe Arpaio, but that fucking Nazi's out of business. But yeah, don't be careful. Don't drunk drive in Phoenix, Arizona. He has a vacancy sign. I swear to God, he has a vacancy sign on the outside of his jail. I mean, especially in Phoenix. I'm just saying.
Homesickness is really setting in lately, and I'm having a hard time coping with being in a strange place with no friends.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's fucking tough. Phoenix is a cool spot though, so you're gonna make some friends eventually. You just got to tough it out a little longer. I was going through that when in LA, and just like I was getting real homesick in New York, and I keep flying back and forth, and it's spending me a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But man, I would you just got to make those friends. Just you're gonna run through people, and you do things by yourself.
I mean, the brighter side, yet again, is that you get to start over. Whether you like it or not, you can totally, dude, dress in a new way that you thought you never would, or that you always wanted to.
If you feel like
it. And call yourself, Spike Loke. Or
Spike
something.
Loke?
Spike Loke.
It's a bad name.
Loco Bill.
Or just go to the movies by yourself. I mean,
just dress all weird, call yourself a dumb name, and go to some weird bar and just be that dude from now on.
Do things you like, like I would say just do things that you enjoy, even if it's by yourself. I mean, I go to the movies by myself. I go to concerts by myself all the time in LA when I can't find someone to hang out with me. And you find yourself around like-minded people. And you don't have to become friends with these people, but you'll have 2-3 good conversations that night, I promise.
Live Hubbard says, I'm passing, I'm eating, and I'm happy. I guess I'm good. I think you're probably fine. If you think you're doing too much, ease back, man, but that's it. Lord Gold, my grandfather died June 1 on his birthday. I really don't want to deal with all my huge Italian fam coming out of the woodwork.
Nothing you can do about that.
Nothing you can do about that.
It seems like...
In fact, have fun with it. Enjoy it. It happens so rarely.
You kill those fuckers with kindness, man. Mm-hmm. And he was 100, or I don't know, he's your grandfather. I remember when my great uncle died a couple years ago. It was a nice celebration. And you just got to remember not to be an asshole. And there's going to be someone who's going to be a dickhead. And you just got to kill him with kindness. And don't yell at him. Because if you kill him with kindness, everyone's going to look up to you from now on. I promise. What's Cubic's Rube problem?
Cubic's Rube. Hey Ed, I'm 26, had a girlfriend for 5 years. I just want to get fucking married, so I'm trying to get a real job because I want to support us. The kicker is that career-wise, people won't take me because I don't have the schooling for things. But I do have 6 years experience. I just feel like I'm stuck in a rut. Cubic Fruit, that was kind of my, I feel like I connect with this problem from last year. I was stuck in a day job, yes, wanting to get married and have kids and look to the future, but knowing full well that I was in a job I didn't want to be in, and just kind of not where I wanted to be. I will say this. I don't think that getting married and having like the sort of whatever financial stability you have in your head are necessarily directly connected, okay? What I would say is if you want to marry the girl, start taking the steps now and figure it out, all right? And don't let some idea of the way you think life needs to be to keep you from getting that ring and proposing. I understand a ring is expensive, but there are ways around it. I mean, personally, I used like my mother's diamond and stuff like that and worked with my parents on it. There's ways around that. And at the end of the day, I think that you can start making steps in one way in order, and it'll actually help you with other things. Like if you get that marriage happening, that's going to build more confidence for other stuff.
And also, I would say just kick ass at your job. Do everything you can to do great at that, because then you'll get that promotion that you're looking for. That happened to me. I was just really good at my job, and they made me a chef. I didn't go to culinary school.
Yeah.
And they just made me the chef, and I'm hiring people who have culinary degrees and $100,000 in debt, and I'm their boss, just because I was working hard and in the right place at the right time. Show up on time, put in the extra time, and you'll get that promotion.
Yeah, just
or
bust
the best recommendation you'll ever have.
Bust your ass, but keep your ideas open, okay? Because my idea of success was getting on a writing staff, all right? That still has not happened. I'm still down for that, but I had to start checking out other means, like Twitch streaming.
Dude, you're killing it right now.
That's the thing. And I'm actually having more fun not working some 9 to 5.
You're your own man.
It's the best, right? So, I'm just saying keep your options open and really, try to, if one way is not working, then try some other avenues and try new things. Okay, Dex. This was his problem, okay? And I think this is a good one, actually. It's very different. Okay, so I'm having some gender identity issues. On the weekends, I spend my time dressed as a female version of myself. The issue is that I have noticed that I only do it in times of extreme stress. I don't know if I'm just trying to escape my reality or I just want to be someone else.
Ooh, man, that's tough.
That's interesting. First of all, thank you for sharing that, Dex, because that is like, he was the one who was like, I don't know if I'm ready to
And like when I say that's tough, it's not really tough. I mean, you're just exploring a person you are. You're just you're finding out stuff about yourself. And if you do it when you're stressed out and it makes you feel better, fuck, do it. I mean, like if you don't feel like you have to do it at other times, then don't do it. Do it when you're comfortable.
Now, the only thing is, talking about like, I tend to do it more when I'm like extremely stressed out. I mean, if it's fucking working, then you just unlocked like the brighter side of that shit is you just fucking found the key that everyone's looking for, how to relieve stress and deal with that shit, all right?
And you're going to have to deal with pieces of shit. I don't know where you live, Dex. Where's Dex live?
Dex lives in the fucking South. By the way, he's got some cool fucking, we'll talk about it. He's got some cool guns and stuff.
Okay.
He's got some cool, you would be.
Oh, that's right. Does he he's the one who was thinking about moving to a cool place?
No, that was Charlie C. Hop Shop.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, I mean, you rock, buddy. I mean, you wear whatever you like.
Dude, dress like a woman and take one of those fucking crazy fucking automatic rifles you've got.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? And just fucking hold that shit and get some like photos taken and shit and just.
We don't need to glorify assault rifles, but
sorry, I'm like getting weird with that stuff now because you used to have an AK-47
and I got rid of it.
Yeah, I think we're getting a lot of great comments actually for you to read, Dex, underneath your thing.
Everyone's being super cool,
thanks everyone.
They would
the
be.
Other thing is, I don't know if it's something that I choose to do as a permanent, how it will affect my job, my family. Yeah, so.
Oh, you live in Portland, Oregon?
I live in Portland.
Dude, dress like a woman. Enjoy it.
Portland's not the South. I thought it was Southern.
I don't know. Well, it's the sticks. I mean, you got to be careful around there. There's a lot of, what are those, white supremacists around there.
Ah. Gotcha.
It's all the Snake River jail around there is all white people.
Yeah.
It's a crazy jail. It's scarier to me.
You know, I mean, I think you got it. You have to, be honest with yourself. And if this is something that is just you, and then people, in Portland, people will be accepting.
Absolutely. And if someone's not accepting, it's a real easy way to find out if, they're a decent human being or not.
And obviously the community you found in this chat with these people, because we all kind of know each other here.
Yeah.
I mean, all these people are completely accepting of you, and are totally down. I have friends in here who know Lady Dex. And they heart Lady Dex. Laffy Everett says, whatever works for you. Family may be weird at first, but people who truly care about you may take time to adjust, but will be accepting.
Nothing but trouble's got my back. Just outside the 15 corridor near Portland, be careful. Good advice, nothing but trouble.
Lord Gold asks, should I be smoking a big crooked hog leg for this?
I mean, I would if I didn't have to record a bunch more in a little bit. I'm gonna have to wait till my third show before I start smoking. But yes, you should be high as balls, Lord Gold. 1 million?
Something, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just call him Lord Gold. Cubic Rib 3 says, this is literally the best stream I've ever watched, besides the one where Holden and Jackie fucked the cripple girl in her butt. So Jackie's Dating Sims every Friday night at 6 p.m. EST.
It's hard to top. That's how hard. You can only get to see that every once in a while. And don't worry, Truth Booth, you'll be able to see it. Holden will put up a version of it, right?
Yeah, I'll have a version of it up. Oh, Mush Face, a man after my own heart. I feel like I'm self-sabotaging my career by being stupid. How many times have I had this fucking feeling in my life, Mush Face? I can't tell you, dude.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you.
Like stupid how? Like not like working hard enough, or just being a jerk, or just being goofy?
Yeah. How do you think you're self-sabotaging? I just think that I just make stupid decisions, and I'm so afraid to look back and unpack the way I've gone about things. Because it's if you think about it, if you work your ass off for 15 years, you think you would be at a certain place,
yes.
And then you're never where and then for me, I mean, other people do feel like they're where I should be right now, For me personally, I'm oh man, I hope things are going to work out. This Twitch thing is still an ongoing experiment that is not fully resolved. You know what I'm saying? It's doing well, but it's not I'm not oh man, thank God I found this and we're good,
Yeah, I mean,
3 months from now, my whole shit could be totally fucked.
I mean, you and me can both admit that if we worked harder in our lives, we'd probably be further along. We made some wrong turns and not finished scripts or whatever that we probably should have done. And so, I mean, but at the same time, I'm speaking for me, and I'm pretty sure Holden feels the same way. I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. We're doing great. We're working at our own speed. I mean, shit, it's noon on a Monday, and we're just here talking to you fuckers.
Yeah.
And so it's a good thing to be.
Yeah.
It's you just take it and you just keep plugging away at it, and you'll eventually get great at it.
Dex does say, going back, this is the ongoing thing with Dex. I'm afraid I will lose my housing if my father finds out. Dex, I don't think your lady needs to get out of the house. I think you need to get out of that house.
Ooh.
Because the source of your problems is the dad, the ex.
Mm-hmm.
They're all in that house. If Dex can live in his own place, he'd be his own man/woman and could just fucking live. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't have to worry about that shit. So I would actually work every day starting today to get your ass out of that house. Whatever you have to do. Well, not whatever you have to do, because you can't be living on the street. And you want, and the kid, I think, is probably at the end of the day maybe numero uno.
You might get some
priority.
roommates, man, but you go live it's Portland. You could find a room somewhere. It's just like New York. As much as it's expensive to live, you can still find that $400 a month place if you look hard enough.
Yeah.
What we got here? Oh, yeah. Nothing but trouble. I feel you, Ed, about Wolf Cop. Yeah, I had the idea for Wolf Cop, and then they made a bad movie about it. Yeah, those fucks.
Well, it's just a cop that turns into a werewolf?
Yeah, and he shoots the gun, and he runs around. Hey, Wolf Cop, it's over, and he can't make it.
What would be great is if he killed himself at the end, because he has a gun with a silver bullet, so he could totally, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah.
And then he turns the gun on himself. He's like, I don't want to do this any fucking more.
And then he scratches his ear with his leg.
What else? You love what you do now. That's the important thing. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, is I sort of wonder now. I mean, I'm still, like, I will take a job to be on a writing staff, like, at any point, you know, and do it. But I'm starting to wonder if I'd even be happy. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is anymore. You push so hard for one thing, and you know, it makes you, you know, and then it makes you crazy. All right, we got this.
We're looking back, find some more people.
Big step for me. I don't know how to click on that, though. It's not like a hot link I can click on. I want to see Dex's lady Dex.
I'll tell you what. Also, you know, we got one here that we'll go into in a second. And if you got, and you know, let's make up some problems. You know, let's worst case scenario shit. Let's get prepared for the worst thing that can happen. But here's a real problem from Not Equal, Not Free. Been doing construction for 12 years. Still have my partner leaving me because I don't make enough money.
Well, you know what? That's not a reason to leave. I gotta say
she's doing you a fucking favor.
She is. She's doing you. That's the fucking.
Get her out of here.
Get her out of there.
She's just gonna steal your money. That's all she's gonna do.
I go to bed every night with my woman, knowing full well that she has none of those like shitty intentions, because she started with me from the bottom. She's been with. Last year, I was a wreck. I was a fucking wreck, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, just bottom of the barrel. Also, hey, what's happening, you 52 fuckers? Good to see you. Woo. Bottom of the barrel, man. Like, I just broke all the time. Just miserable. Just, you know, a bummer to be around.
Yeah.
And she stuck by my side and did nothing but try to fucking make me feel better. You know? And that's why at the end I was like, this is the woman I have to marry. Because she's not gonna fucking... you know, just peace out and bail at the first sign of fucking weakness. You know, she's gonna fucking stand by, and that's the thing. And so she's helping you out, man.
Yeah, no, and I know Julie's good for me. She's my 9.8 because, you know, she started to be with me when I was living in the fucking junkyard behind a giant fence, and she was loaning me money. I didn't even have like I didn't have a kitchen.
He literally,
you know, so like she used to come there and like spend time with me and sleep with me, and like, you know, that proves right there that she's in for it, you know. So if you're a woman's worried about money, I mean, there's truth to it. Be worried about money so you can be responsible. But, you know, if you're just not making enough money and she don't like that, then she's the wrong chick, dude.
Man, I'm just thinking about that place you lived in.
Oh, yeah, I love that place.
So funny. All right, this is Lady Dex. What do we got here?
What's this?
Lady Dex!
Whoa! That's great, Lady Dex.
Lady Dex.
Go hit the town.
Hit the town.
Show both eyes if you want.
Show them both. Lady Dex. How about my coping mechanism for the last 3 weeks has been cocaine and X? Whew.
That is not
how
good.
fast can I pass a drug test from early Sunday coke bender?
I would actually, early Sunday, you could probably pass it by Thursday if you drink some apple cider vinegar and a shit ton of water, but you shouldn't be doing that much drugs to take care of your problems. And I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to say ecstasy is probably worse in this situation just because it gives you a false sense of happiness.
And then a depression afterwards that will rock your world. Hey, man, come on, knock it off with the coke and the X, man. You're too good at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds to be doing that.
Oh, is that why he's so good at it?
He's so good at it, dude. He's so good at it, dude.
Let's see.
What else we got? How about Mike? Oh, we already read that. And then we've got Truth Booth. Is this a real problem? Now I don't know if it's gonna be a real problem or a fake problem. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So I'm 19, but when I was 17, I sexted a girl I met at a con while dating my current girlfriend. She found out, and she has never let it down or accepted my apology. I feel horrible every day about it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to.
You got caught, man.
Yeah. And if she's not gonna let it go, you may just have to move on. I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
I just can't.
You just need to prove to her that you're not going to do it again.
You know,
and if you are, and if you are going to do it again, then you should move on.
Trying to prove to somebody that you're not going to cheat on them again is like trying to convince someone you're not insane after you've already been admitted to an insane asylum. There's no way to do it. You seem crazier and more incorrect or more of a liar the more you try to convince them.
Yeah,
you know?
And plus you're only 19. You're not supposed to be in love now anyway. Trust me. I know that sounds stupid to you, but man, take your time.
There you go.
For fuck's sake.
Master River, I spent the past sort of 6 months trying to pull myself out of the gutter, and yeah, I'm out of, and fuck. I hope everyone here who's in a duty or has a problem solves it. Thank you, Master Brover. Master Brover, a fucking... Oh, that's Alex, by the way. Alex Lovell.
Oh, isn't this the whole reason they put the names so we don't know who they are?
No, he's fine with us knowing.
Oh. Yeah, Alex, shoot me a call again sometime. Sorry about that. Alex fucking called me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And woke my ass up and, on a red-eye flight down to Mississippi. Right. Fucking had no idea where I was. We'll talk soon, pal.
2 tokes over the line. First of all, awesome tag. Awesome tag. Holden, the guitarist in my band, was recently outed as a convicted sex offender. What's the brighter side of unknowingly touring with a pedophile?
I mean,
you're not touring with him anymore.
I mean, yeah, I hope, woof, man, that sucks. Yeah, I would say that pedophilia is like the one thing everyone can get behind as god awful. You know, in this country, when people have so many divided opinions, I think everyone can just be like, yeah, we gotta kill pedophiles.
Yeah,
and that's like
one we all.
And
agree.
you can't actually. Pedophilia is the weird. I've been thinking a lot about it lately, and it's been like bothering me just because it's one of those things where you have to, if you catch them, you send them to jail, and eventually you have to try and fix them. Right? Yeah. I mean, like, that's part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so, but if you know someone has been a pedophile once in their life, even if they serve their time, they have this big black mark over them, and I don't know how to actually fucking fix these people.
No, I saw a really fucked, have you ever watched any of the Louis Theroux documentaries?
No.
He has this series called Weird Weekends with Louis Theroux. I think it was part of that series, but either way, he went to, like, one of those, like, pedophile, like, the places though pedophiles go, where they just kind of, it's like sort of jail, but they're trying to like give them therapy and stuff, and it's fucking nuts. It's fucking crazy. Like, it's just, what are you gonna do? Because these people are like really sad, fucking fucked up people, but you can't like but you can't feel bad. Like, I don't know. I mean, if somebody admits it before they've done anything wrong, those are like the weird, they're almost like the angels of the world that they would do that and say, I have this thing, I need to go away. I need to get this figured out. But those are very rare.
That's not rare. There's a lot of people who know they have it, and they
I just can't. It's just so fucking awful.
Yeah, no, it's I know. Thank you for the advice, Charlie Chop Shop. Ed, don't do too much pedo research like Pete Townsend. Yeah, I don't search for it. I mostly just. It's not even like, it's more just me just like, you know, I know that was a joke, but it's just me thinking about like, how do you can't shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't. Yeah. I mean, we can't drag him outside and murder him.
Yeah.
And so, what do you do?
What do you do?
And you know, and it's just like you gotta.
How much empathy do you feel? How you know? Like,
yeah.
What do you do? You know?
And so, and if it's also, and you catch someone looking at child pornography, it's like, if you gotta look. I mean, is that better than fucking a kid?
Yeah.
You know, but then all of a sudden, like the kid who's in the video obviously shouldn't have been in the video, and so it's like it's a very touchy subject, obviously, but. I mean, it's a chemical imbalance. Like, a normal person doesn't want this. There's something wrong with them.
It's castration. Someone said,
yeah, I mean,
with a 45 caliber.
Yeah.
Hang them by their junk. I mean, it's the problem. There's too much like anger, and if you have any personal connection to a real person who was molested or anything like that,
you get even more angry.
Immediately are like, fucking kill the fucking people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a really hard. I was on a OkCupid date years and years ago, and the subject somehow came up, and you know, I was like, well, I mean, these people need some kind of help. I mean, they need to, you know, and she was just like, I would fucking murder them. I mean, like, I have a relative or something, you know, and I would fucking murder them, you know, and it's just like the anger and just
because it's the worst thing you can do.
It's the worst thing you can do.
It's worse than killing someone.
Oh, way worse.
Because they deal with it for the rest of their fucking lives.
Rest of their life, they're fucked.
You know,
my God. The keepers, please. I can't even.
And you know, so it's just, you know, you gotta. I don't know what there is to do, but if we can make it okay for these people to say, I have this problem, how do we help me fix it? You know, that's the best way out. And man, what a horrible affliction. I mean, you could be born with some, I consider it a disease almost.
See, yeah, you know, as a father, I would kill anyone who touched my son in that way, and I'm not going to fucking argue that.
You know what, Dex, I probably would too, you know, but like, like that's, you know, but there is just... You know, it's to see Lord Gold 1 million thinks killing people is worse. I don't know. It's arguable. It's you know, because sometimes you got a reason to kill somebody.
Thanks, fellas. Definitely not touring with this guy anymore. I was wondering why promoters didn't like us in the area.
Yeah, man, you might want to change the name of your band. He fucking,
Yeah, dude.
He put if it got out there, I mean, he put a big old stinky stoke on
Kind
you,
of
man.
fucked it up. All right, Mamad627 says, I got one. I'm a burlesque dancer, and it's my fucking passion. The problem is I have to work a corporate job to pay the bills, and it's killing my creativity. How do you balance your performer creative life with your realistic life? Now,
It's hard.
It's hard, man. I mean, it was killing me. This is what I was talking about last year. It was absolutely killing me. So for me, I would say if you could try to figure out how to make any amount of money off of any version of burlesque dancing. Like, this is the problem. Burlesque, that's a tough one, burlesque. You could, very few people, I think, make, like, a good living purely from burlesque dancing.
Like 10 people in the world, probably.
But if you do it enough, this is the thing. As an example, if you do enough burlesque dancing...
start running shows.
And, and start teaching burlesque, open up a school... Something like that. Start coming up with other ways than just the actual burlesque dancing to make money off of burlesque dancing, and you may be able to leave that corporate job. And if you love it enough and you hate your corporate job enough, then by all means, figure out how to find your happiness. I think that happiness in America is defined by some really stupid shit, and I've been stuck in that for a while. And when I first got to New York, especially because of the way I was raised, it was like, I need to get a day job at an office immediately and make enough money so I can live comfortably and then pursue my passions. But what I found was that living comfortably, having enough money to live comfortably wasn't enough, because the actual being at that office was actually stunting my creativity. It was actually keep making it hard for me to enjoy my creative work after work, because I felt so numb and just like dead inside from the job. So I would say, first of all, I don't know what kind of job you have, but I figured out ways to get work done while I was at work. All right. I know that's kind of maybe not the best advice, because that might mess you up at your job. But if you can find ways to make your job productive for both your creative life and while you're getting work done, like, in other words, bust your ass at your job so you have extra time to get work done. And besides that, I would say really open up and look at every different avenue you could possibly take to make money off of that burlesque, right? I think a school would probably be the best option.
Yeah, and also I remember when I had a corporate job and it was fucking with me trying to do comedy in that corporate job. I hated it so much. One day I just flipped out and quit.
Yeah.
And then I went back to cooking, and I went back to doing something, and I ended up making just as much money cooking as I was at the other one. And so you just gotta, sometimes you just gotta remove it and find another job that will appease your schedule.
Simi says, hold on, like how you do improv, but then you now teach improv. I teach comedy writing, so it's close. I don't know if you're fucking with me there. I teach sketch comedy writing, but yeah, also do it. And honestly, teaching it keeps me sharp. So I think it's a good avenue. And if you live in a small town and there's a bunch of like restless ass housewives and like just people like of that nature who need a place to go to like free themselves up, like like they would with burlesque, I think there's a lot of money to be made off of teaching. Problem: my dad owned a large business that I was set to take over after he died. I was set to take over, but my uncle took the job and outed me from my family and community. I spent some time living with a very nice gay couple, and I am finally back on my feet. How do I, Simba, get my kingdom back from Scar?
Well, I mean, if it was in your dad's will that it's yours, it's yours. I mean, I would go back and tell him, if you don't want me around, you're gonna have to pay my ass.
And this is the plot of Lion King, right?
Yeah. I mean, if it's really happened to him. I mean, Simba wasn't gay; he had Nala.
I mean, I say burn down the uncle's house.
I mean, that's not an option. Don't listen to Holden.
Insurance money.
But yeah, no. You have rights to that, and if your family doesn't like it because you're gay, then you need to take them to fucking court.
Yeah, you could.
I would talk to a lawyer. I think you have a case if that's all exactly how it went down.
By the way, yeah, you could. It might get a little gross, but you could also live stream burlesque and make some. I am part of a production company. Overhead costs are insane. Yeah, I bet. I bet. Holden. Never mind. I already read that. Child rape isn't cool. That is true. Easter
we know.
Bunny. We know.
We know Easter Bunny. Maybe you shouldn't be calling yourself the Easter Bunny. I don't with X's in there.
All right. How we're nearing the 1 p.m. hour. Is that when you were thinking of?
I do got to go to the
piecing
creek
out?
pretty soon. Maybe we just do 2
Got
more.
5 more minutes.
Yep.
So there you go.
You
5
got-
more minutes.
If we got 2 more at the last minute, if anyone's been holding back, now's the time to do it.
I saw a comment a while ago from Dex that one more issue that he wanted to address.
Mm-hmm.
He's worried about the dating scene after he goes full Lady Dex. He's thinking, the lesbians won't be into him because he has a big penis, and the straight women won't be into him. I think there are people out there for everyone. For
Yeah,
either side.
I mean, there's wide set vagina women. You just got to find them. They need your big penis, or they're just not going to be happy for the rest of their lives. Master Brover, let's do it.
Anyone equate eating to stress and mood? My weight over the past few years has fluctuated significantly. Back into my slim clothes now, and quite literally running up mountains again and kicking ass. Have found when I am in a depression, it's not that I'll go crazy, just I'll start eating carbs again, eating crabs again. They're easy, quick. Yeah, I hear you. I need to get exercising again too, honestly. The brighter side is you just reminded me that I need to fucking exercise this week.
Man, I got to tell you, right before my mom passed away, I lost 30 pounds and I gained like 50 back.
Oh,
and so it's like, it's tough, man. I'm with you 100% on that. It's for me, like when I'm sad, eating is, I definitely go to eating. I mean, it's probably because I'm so fucking stoned all the time, but it's tough. I wish there was a better way, but fuck it. You're just going to do it and try to get some exercise. Walk more. Take the stairs.
Connor Cruz asks, how do I come better?
How do you come better?
Come better. Now, what do you mean? Like more of it or enjoy orgasm at a higher extent?
Vitamin E. Get some vitamin E. Eat bananas, lettuce, a lot of roughage.
Really?
Yeah, it's good for your cum-cum.
Really?
And fish. A lot of fish. Eat some fish.
Really?
Not fried
This is
fish.
food?
Broiled fish. Yeah.
I'm sure this is more than just eating.
There's a good fucking diet. If you want to be banging a lot, there's a certain diet you should be doing. Lots of salad, some fish.
Yeah.
Not too much fried chicken and shit
Also,
like
I
that.
do think we were just talking about exercise and stuff. I think exercise and that sort of thing will help your sex life. So
absolutely.
do that as well. To come more, I think there are specific diet you can eat. Okay, oysters. Oysters make you horny. So there you go.
You can go back up. There was something. Oh, there it is. The Easter Bunny. What's the brighter side of being raped by your brother when you were 11 or 12? Man, I don't fucking think there is one. That's really tough, man.
Yeah.
That's I don't even know, man. That is something that I am not qualified to answer, and I didn't want to ignore it. I appreciate you bringing it up if it is true, man. And the best way to do it, I don't know. You're just going to have to keep trucking on that one. Just do everything you can to make yourself happy, and I hope it
Brighter
works
side,
out.
it doesn't have to it won't happen again.
Yeah, or you can know what you could talk to other people.
Yeah.
You could talk to people who've done it.
Yeah.
And, been through it, and you're going to have to help them, and maybe helping them will help you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So there you go.
It's a fucking really tough one.
That's
and
a tough one.
I would get a shit ton of therapy and whatever you need, man. You contact me. I'll be your buddy. You can listen to me. I'll
Nothing
listen
but
to
trouble says at least you weren't 8 or 9. I don't know if that.
It doesn't make it better or worse. 8 or 9 might be better.
There you go.
All right. Yeah. Anyone in the
Talk to
slumber?
someone. Get a therapist.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for this. We should do this more often, Ed.
I would love it. Let's
very
do it.
cool.
Let's do it every time I'm in town. And
Yeah.
you know what? How's the recording sound, guys? If it sounds good enough, maybe I'll release this as an episode.
I hope it sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll be able to pull the audio only and send it to you. We'll
Cool.
deal with it. Hopefully it'll work out. I don't know. This is the first time we're doing it, but
Also, any suggestions for brighter side episode topics? Send them on over.
Yeah.
I love looking into other things.
love you too, Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Can you guys dab?
Can I?
Would
I
you
don't
like us to dab.
We don't have any dabs. I don't like to dab. I like
Yeah.
to smoke weed.
That's the thing.
Dab gets me too cross-eyed and crazy. I smoke weed to relax.
I'm kind of like, audio sounds great, apparently. I'm kind of with the dab. Yeah, it's the same thing with the edibles for me personally. I'm starting to realize, like, I enjoy an edible every now and again, but I actually enjoy the act of smoking. So, like, an edible kind of pulls away from that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't actually get to smoke. I'm like, oh, I'm on this edible now, so I'm, you know. Dab is in the dance move.
Oh, I don't know that one.
No, I don't. The kids love it. We can't.
Is that like?
No, you go like you do like this.
Oh,
yeah,
that thing. Oh, I get it. It's not a dance move. It's like a celebration from the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
The Carolina Panther.
Oh, he does it?
Yeah.
Oh, a fun Panther does it?
A fun Panther does it. Go Thurs.
Go Thurs. If you talk to Weedheads about dabbing, you're going to get a very different answer than the one you thought you would get. All right, everybody. This is it.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Listen to some good tunes. Go check out the GBs and not the metal GBs from Iceland or Switzerland or whatever. There's the GBs. Go listen to them. There's some great songs. Teenager is an amazing song. Radio's a great song. All 4 that they have up are unbelievable. Please listen.
And for me, I'm going to take an hour and just eat lunch and get my shit together. And then I'll be back on at 2 p.m. to play some games, some Battlegrounds, Dead by Daylight, whatever you guys want to do. So I'll be back on in 1 hour. So guys, enjoy. Eat some lunch. Go take a walk. And I'll see you guys in an hour. Thank you so much, everybody.
Peace.
And have a good one.
Love you guys.
Bye.